My name is Joy Mckinney, and I'm from New York City. My graduation project was a photographic series called The Guardian, and I also did a complementary project called Touch Me, which involved touching strangers on the streets of New York. So the photography process was I went up to people and I touched them, and the video project was where I didn't ask and I actually went to them and touched them. First Glance was a project that I did to really show my doubts about my self-esteem about being a black woman, but it also was the historical reference for me coming from Montgomery, Alabama to New York City. So for me it was really hard. So I was wondering how people were identifying and responding to me. But First Glance was a project that led me into The Guardian because it was about public response. The performative element is I use my body, I use myself, I use my body as an instrument to investigate social space. So for me, First Glance was about using a model to be the performative aspect, but my teachers challenged me and they said, you know what, use yourself. So I decided to use my camera and my body to really challenge social issues, to really break through this awkwardness of like, don't touch me, I'm guarded. So that became the performance in itself.
No, and if it actually played out where it overlaps some of the things that we really, it would have been.
Right.
Milk? Yeah, that milk.
Photography is important because it documents, it makes use of the moment, you know, it freezes it. So I think as a photographer, it's your duty to society to really break the norm and use your tool to really investigate what's going on in the world, really capture it, be honest. And you know, what I do is I don't alter my work. I keep it true to what I see. So if it's awkward, it's awkward. And so I present that back to society to make them reflect. So photography is a very reflective process. Right now I'm currently working on a project that investigates social space but also has a racial tonality to it. So being here in South Africa is really great because I've realized that now that I've gotten over my fear of people, that people are more willing to engage. So I'm working on projects that are pushing the boundaries of what people can do in a social space. I'm more inspired by music. For example, James Blake was a big artist for me at that time, so I was using music to push me, but there's also photographers like Sally Mann, Cindy Sherman. You know, it's artists, it's not just photography that inspires me, it's people that push limits. For me, it's like John F. Kennedy says, it's up to the artist to make a better society. So being creative and pushing the boundaries of creativity creates a better world. You know, we need artists, we need musicians, we need designers, we need this because it creates social awareness, so it's important.